Hot girl. OM God, bro. Wait, let me tell you what happened. And it's good. Let me start with it's good. So I don't want you to feel like anything bad happened. All right. I feel kind of weird, but it's gonna be fine. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. Well, let me say who I am first for people who don't know me, and let me tell you what happened. I'm Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. My story is simple and direct. I used to live on the streets, eat out of trash cans, sleep in urine and beer. A lot going on with that, but we're not getting into that today. And my ninth grade math teacher, a black woman, holler and preach, woot woot, literally saved my life and my spirit with tangible love. And because of her, I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's and a PhD. I have 4 degrees. I am an identity theorist by training, okay? Meaning I studied the intersectionality of race, gender, sexuality in class. Okay, so I'm a theorist. I talk shit for a living. All right, so that's there. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out anything else. Oh, I curse. I think it's an art. Thank you, Bernie Mac. I pray. I love the Lord. I think he's a black man who just got out of jail. And I cry because I feel deeply. All right, so that takes care of that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I got to tell you what happened. I got to get this in first. I think those are all my disclaimers. Hi. Okay, so I think I got all of that. Let me tell you what happened. Girl. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay, Okay, so y'all know we quarantining. All right, we quarantining. Corona doing her thing. I got it. Not a problem. God's got it. Yay, yay. He's got the world in his hand. Blah, blah, blah. Corona and God are working it out. So let me tell you what maybe 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, the days are blurring, right? I was walking happy, my Bichon puppy, my number one player, my ride or die posse boy, right? My little puppy about this big. He's over there. We were walking, so him to go outside, right, to do his thing. And we walked by a homeless man. Now, those of you who know my story know that I used to live on the streets, all right? So I truly am a street girl, right? The streets never left me, and I love them till I die. I'm a street girl, and I love it. This guy, and I don't know what happened, but he was on the street corner, and he was in his space. He was on in his spot. He saw me and Happy walking up the sidewalk. All right, thank you for the hearts. I love you. Whoever gave them, give me more. All right. And okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and share. Girl, share, tag, do something because this is so dope. Let me tell you what happened. Happy and I are walking up the street. All right. We're walking around his face, not touching near his face, right? He starts yelling at me about my fucking dog. Now, y'all know how I am about Happy. Some people have children. I have a pup. He just had his 2nd birthday, all right? So now all the mama bear in me wants to flex. I'm like, nigga, do you really? I'm like, V, don't do that. And I'm like, V, stop. Don't do that. But I have to restrain myself for talking smack to my dog. Now, again, if you're not a dog person, I don't expect you to understand the loyalty, but where I come from, that's mine. Happy is mine, all right? So I walk the street, I give him a dirty look, God forgive me for my sins, and I go down the street slowly because I want him to stop some shit. And like, Venus, can you stop? Please, will you stop? Anyway, I get across the street, cross the street, go down, da-da-da-da, right? But for about maybe 2 blocks, I was mad. But then I remembered when I was on my street corner, I had a certain kind of personal space, not just where my body was sitting, but maybe, arms reach out all around me. You see what I'm saying? And that was my spot. That was my home. And if you got anywhere near that, that was threatening to me. I'm like, V, you did the same thing. Because there's a certain level of safety in a certain circumference where I can feel somebody's energy getting too close to me, right? Anyway, I remembered that and I said, God, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me for my arrogance. And I'm like, okay, God, what can I do to fix this? And it wasn't like there was an ask, but in my spirit, I knew I had missed something. And the thought I had was, I should get him something to eat. Now, because his energy was so forward, I felt attacked. Now I wasn't attacked, but I felt attacked. And because I've been hit so much in my life, my body feels like it's going to get hit. So I brace for stuff. It's sort of like the whole coronavirus thing. We're bracing for a hit. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean the brace, doesn't even mean the hit's going to come, but it feels very real, right? So I was scared of him. So I didn't go down that street for 2 days, right? And this morning, me and Happy were doing our thing. And I talked to God about it, doing my thing. And I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and they had this new veggie breakfast thing. And right, for some reason, I'm eating veggie food. I don't know. Maybe I'm going vegan. Don't even know it. Anyway, I feel compelled. Do you know how they say spirit will convict you? That shit is real. I felt in my own heart space that was 2 days God had nudged me to be kind, to show mercy, to have grace, to give pardon. And I was being a little punk ass about it. So I got 2 sandwiches and I walked down the street. And then my baby sister calls. Thank you, God, because Ivy understands me. So she calls and she says, we're talking. I said, there's this guy who's up the street. And, he may not be well, blah, 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 but I want to give him food. And she said, well, okay, I'll go with you. And I love her for going with me. Now, granted, she's on the phone and she's in Baltimore, mere details. So I go to him and I still have my dog. And I give him, I say, here's, sir, here's a sandwich. He said, thank you, as if nothing had ever happened, right? And I turned around and I walked back home. I was still having to start walking. And I started to feel something in my chest. I don't know how to explain it to you. But if we are God's hands and God's feet, whatever way we do our thing, whatever our style, whatever our thing is, whatever our ministry is, whatever our business is, whatever it is, okay? My style is street, but that doesn't mean I don't love the Lord, right? Y'all know this. But for the new ones, I have to say it from time to time. I feel like in this season with Corona, it's the time where you show your love through actions. And I don't mean like social distance, but I know that the reason I'm alive today is because there were a lot of people who were kind to me when I was not well. And it was only the sandwich, was a few bucks. It wasn't a lot, but I remember people giving me food. I remember churches raising money for me. I remember people giving me clothes when I didn't have shit. I couldn't even say thank you because I didn't even have language for a while. I couldn't even talk because I was so hurt and so going through and damaged and shit like that, right? And so I felt the release in my chest because I felt like maybe that's what coronavirus is for. It's for us to stop being afraid of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like to remember that we're one and the same. And I don't know how to say it better. Y'all know my shit is sloppy. Y'all hot mess, okay? But I know that what saved my life was other people's kindness. It wasn't my willpower. It was people being kind to me when I didn't deserve it, when I didn't earn it, when I had no right to it. You see what I'm saying? And I just want to pass that love to you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to remember that kindness gives hope. Being kind to somebody when they weren't nice or whatever, that's hope, especially now when we need it. We need hope. I'm going to tell you, the only emotion more powerful than fear is hope. Hope prayed us through. Hope got us through some things, got us through generationally. Hope. Oh yeah, you can share the video. Please share it. Somebody needs to hear it, right? So I just want to put that out there, and I just want to make sure you remember the hope. I know you're getting your knowledge on, but remember the hope. Hope heals. Hope feeds. Hope moves things forward. Hope keeps actions happening. Hope finds cures and finds aid and creates business. It does things. And so my prayer for us is to remember the hope. And the access to hope is kindness. That's the access. When someone's kind to you, it feeds hope. Okay? So that's all I wanted to share. I'm going to jump off. I don't want it to be long. I have a love offering for you to feed you in hope in terms of your business. It's a love offering. I'll put the link in. Check it out. If it feeds you, do it. If it doesn't, pass it to someone who does, particularly if you're an entrepreneur. Black women entrepreneurs, you know how I do. But I love you. Just wanted to share the love. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye for now.